Please press the thumbs up button, subscribe, share, comment. I appreciate all the dialogue. I appreciate all the comments. Thank you, everyone, for your support. So I just almost got done watching one of Mike's videos, Mike from the Professional Security Journal. And I was actually kind of laughing because he was talking about one of his friends and his social worker buying social. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I just got off of work. Worked the whole night. He just mentioned that somebody in his social circle was buying some cheap gear from Amazon and wondering why the gear was failing. I just happen to have some of my equipment here. This is basically my tactical belt that I wear on any tactical operations, training operations. Anyhow, this is something that you have to look out for. So on Amazon and eBay, they keep marketing these Cobra belts, right? Or Cobra buckles. Oh, there you go. There's Mike from the Professional Security Journal. This is a real official Cobra buckle. It's a trademark Cobra buckle. I bought another buckle that I thought was a Cobra buckle from a company called The Shit Hits the Fan, or SHTF. And I was so embarrassed because I was training with some guys I don't even train with that much, and all of a sudden my duty belt kept falling off my hip, and it was pretty embarrassing. This was a class at the range, and it kept happening. It was so embarrassing that it wasn't even funny. And this company has really good reviews, so I reached out to them and I even did a video. I said, hey, look, I bought this buckle from you guys. I never put them on social media blast. Actually, this is the first time ever that I'm mentioning this company. And this company reached out to me immediately. No issues, no more questions asked. Other than, hey, is there some photographs or some video that you could send? So I sent it to them. They're like, hey, not a problem. Just keep that buckle or keep that belt set up that you have. And realize that this is not like an official Cobra belt. We'll send you a replacement, not a problem. So they sent me a replacement, no problem. I didn't put them on blast. I think that I really got a dud. Now, on the other end, can you trust a company name brand that is called The Shit Hits the Fan? TSHF. But really, actually, I do trust that company. I mean, they sent me another belt and I had no problem, but this is a real official Cobra belt. And I will trust this with my life. If somebody tries to grab my handgun, I have a lot of confidence in this product. This duty belt or rig was recommended by my good friend Randy Nunez from Global Veterans. I guess he said his buddy owns or operates. I think he owns or operates Ciguera. Yeah, Ciguera. I think they're out of Florida. I'm not really sure. They do have some weird sizing requirements. I don't think like medium actually means medium and small doesn't mean small. So I think I'm a size 34 waist, maybe 33, but I had to get an extra small size. But man, I trust this belt with my life. I know that Mike from the Professional Security Journal was talking about the high-speed gear. High-speed gear. And I'm reading off my duty belt. I'm sorry, my taco pouches right here. So this is what I have right here. And this is some really good equipment. It's funny because he's talking about high-speed gear, and I just happen to have one of my tactical rigs that I have right here with me, and I have the same brand that he mentioned. I have no problem at all with high-speed gear. It's a really good brand. I just kind of feel like I overdid it with all these magazine pouches, but this double downs as a training belt. Okay, but guys, stop buying this cheap stuff on Amazon because it's cheap in price. Keep in mind that if you're Cobra buckle costs $10, you're going to be buying another Cobra buckle and looking embarrassed for many times. I mean, why not spend the appropriate amount of money so you can buy the right thing? Okay. Since I have my rig up already, my suggestion for you guys is to buy open top magazine pouches. So, oh my goodness, YouTube is gonna freak out when I do this. All right, I got something here. Okay, so this is an open top magazine holder or holster, whatever you want to call it, or pouch. Okay, it's open top. A lot of people are concerned that if they get into a scuffle, their magazine is going to fall out. Okay, this is going to come out. Eventually, it will come out, guys. Oh my goodness, not stuck. It will come out. Okay, it will come out of this rig. But look, okay, so you get into a fight with somebody, and all of a sudden your magazine falls out because you had an open top, right? What are they going to do with this magazine? So I guess the argument is, oh, they have one of my magazines and I only got 2 left. Okay, this is a non-lethal encounter. You're probably only justified with going hands-on with this person. What are they going to do with this magazine? They're going to throw it at you? Okay, they're going to take my other magazine. Okay, well, you still have the magazine in your handgun, in your primary duty handgun. Guys, if you lose a magazine, you lose a magazine, okay? Don't be too concerned. Now, I was going through some drills last night. I'm developing a California post-certified iron sight to red dot transition course. It's going to be an 8-hour course. And there are some drills. I don't know if it was a 10-10-10 drill or the build drill. It was probably the 10-10-10 drill where you get added. I think you get added some points if you have a closed top magazine holder. So if you have a closed top magazine holder, you get like a half of a second on your time. So basically, this professional competitive shooter that designed this system, that designed this drill, even realizes that there is a disadvantage to having a closed top magazine holder. Okay, like the old belts that maybe many of you guys may have worn in the 90s or maybe early 2000s, where it's all leather, it's the Sam Brown basket material, and then you have the nice flap. We're in 2024. There shouldn't be any reason for law enforcement agencies and security agencies to mandate the flap. Now, I know tons of law enforcement agencies that have the flap. If you look online for different law enforcement agencies, it's always the chief of police or like a commander, somebody who hasn't worked the streets in a long time, that has that flap on the magazine. Okay, those of you that just chiming in, so this is your magazine, your magazine holder. The flap just covers the magazine so that it doesn't fall out. Okay, that's an old school design. We're in 2024. It's all about open top. You can get this out faster. Look, see that? You don't have a flap to worry about. The whole reason for the flap was because there is no tension. These high-speed magazine pouches, they're so good at tension. You can actually adjust the tension by just pulling on the drawstrings here and then tying it. They're so good with tension. They do the same job or similar work as the stupid flap that you have here. And basically with those older magazine holders, the flap, all it did is there wasn't any like retention. The pouch didn't retain the magazine. It was only the flap part that retained the magazine. So if you if you were up the stairs, you're going diagonal, You're changing your position. If that flap opens up, the magazine will instantly just fall out. Okay, that's an old school technique, guys. It's 2024. Get a magazine holder that actually retains a magazine, just like this. Those of you who are in management, you don't get bonus points because there's a flap over it. So that's all I gotta say. And stop buying this cheap stuff on Amazon, you guys. There's some stuff that you can get away with, but when it comes down to your life and having quality equipment, get something that matters. Sierra, again, this is a company that's recommended. I think Randy's friend runs it, or he knows somebody that owns an organization, Sierra company. They actually have what's called a D-ring. What's a D-ring attachment? And I actually asked Randy, I wasn't really familiar what the hell a D-ring is. To me, it kind of sounds a little bit sus. A D-ring. So I had to ask him more questions about that. D-ring. It's basically another, for lack of better terms, not a buckle, but it's like a loop attachment here that you would use for, maybe if you're going to a helicopter, if you're flying a helicopter, you're about to jump out or something like that, or you just need something to hang on to, you would attach your D-ring to some part of the helicopter so that you don't fall off the ledge. Same thing with SWAT vehicles. Some SWAT operators have the D-ring, and that D-ring would attach to one of the rails on a Bearcat, and that'll prevent you from falling off into the road. I didn't see really the necessity to have a D-ring. This company feels so confident in its product that they actually made something that if it fails, your life will be done with. So this is a good company. I don't get any bonus points for promoting my product, but I'm just saying, guys, get the right things. All right, let me go through the comments real quick. Professional Security Journal says, "Are you stealing my subject?" And the answer is yes. He says he wears an AWS incorporated duty belt personally. He says, "My duty belt is AWS, but yeah, I have their phone pouch. I love it." Professional Security Journal says, "Open top mags, yes. I have a Safariland closed currently still from FFA contract requirements where everything must be closed. I hate it. I'm going to get a 09 Kydex mag for my hard belt." Yeah, I mean, you'll be working some government contracts where that's a requirement to have the closed top. If you want to work for a closed-ended or closed-minded client, then by all means do so. Okay, I mean, honestly, it's a stupid idea to have a closed magazine top. I mean, if I can get a half of a second more in a gunfight, that's the difference between saving the client's life, my life, your partner's life, maybe the owner of the company's life. I think it's dumb to require the top. Let's go through the comments real quick. Man, this vertical live stream is working out. At one time, we had 32 people watching. 32 people watching, probably because I mentioned the D-ring and people thought that just sounds kind of awkward, and then they logged off. I'm just kidding, guys. All right, somebody made a special message that got sent for review. Nikolai Boogaloo. See, I know he said something improper, and that's why I went to the special section. He said, So when does security need dick plates for D-ring? Another tactical guard making all the rest of us look bad. The security body cam channel says, have several been using the same brand for years. Good. Mike says, LL on the D-rings. I use mine for carabiners, but yes, it's meant to be a hard point attachment to a vehicle. Yeah. Mr. Fusion says, what about radio mics? Any good brand you recommend? Go with what Mike says. Go with whoever the manufacturer for the radio is. Yes. Guys, again, I went the Chinese route. I bought my Chinese mic on Amazon, and that failed. We run Motorola's. Look. Motorola Apex or APX 6000. And then, look, I'm using a Motorola microphone. This is not some Chinese stuff knockoff stuff I got on Amazon. This is directly from the manufacturer because my life depends on this product. And when there's a fail point, it's probably, let me turn this off real quick. It's probably the connection right here. Right here. This is going to probably be the fail point. And then if you drop with the cheap ones from China, when you drop the microphone pieces, the microphone doesn't work anymore. So maybe the clicking piece, maybe the fail point. But for sure, this is going to be one of the fail points. I think I might be wrong. I'm not a comms guy. But look, it doesn't say Happy Town D-rings on this microphone. It says Motorola. It doesn't say China. It says Motorola. It doesn't say Amazon. It says Motorola. Mr. Fusion, get name brand stuff. Security guards of Sacramento says Dark Watch Security. Definitely trust Demu Tac Gear. Okay, Demu Tac Gear. I never heard of them, but Tic Tactical. I don't know if you guys are playing around or what. But yeah, we're talking about equipment. I don't know. Is that a legitimate place, the Temu Tac Gear? I don't know. I'm not even on TikTok. Okay, going back to Ballistic Shield. So there was somebody that, guys, by the way, if you have another channel, don't be going on my channel and making these ridiculous comments and putting me down, putting my subscribers down, hoping that other people click on your channel and subscribe. That's just the cheesiest way to get subscribers. Yeah, don't be doing that. Do not be doing that. Somebody made a comment about the Ballistic Shield video that I made. By the way, we're doing Ballistic Shield training in San Bernardino for private security on March 21st, which is a Thursday. My friends at Primary Security Agency Training Division are hosting the course for me. I'll be there. I think there's 2 slots available. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. The fee is, I think they're charging $200. So once again, I'll be teaching there. They invested like, I don't know, $1,800 in the course already. I'm really excited to be there, to be able to train with security professionals in San Bernardino on that date. But anyhow, I've been making a lot of Ballistic Shield videos. Somebody made a comment, and said that a Ballistic Shield is good for de-escalation purposes or something to that degree. And also it's good to defend yourself against a knife attack. That's why it's good to have a Ballistic Shield. That's absolutely not correct information. If somebody's coming after you with a knife and you have a Ballistic Shield, the mini shields, all they have to do is reach around and poke you with their knife. Look, if you got a mini shield right here, they just reach around and get you. And you're slowed down because of the weight of the Ballistic Shield. Mr. Fuchsia says that doesn't even make sense. The guy probably watches too much anime. That is the most craziest thing I ever heard, or advice. If you are a subscriber and you're the one commenting, that is the most weirdest, strangest advice I ever heard. Look, guys. All right. Yeah, I'm using my. I broke my tooth eating candy the other day, and these are my X-rays. Anyhow, pretend this is my shield. Okay, I'm holding it in front of me. Somebody's coming after you with a knife. This is the shield. All they have to do is reach around this shield, okay, and get you. I don't understand the logic, guys. Oh my goodness, man. The same person mentioned that these shields are good for de-escalation purposes. Okay, when you bring a shield out, it gets people on edge. It's not meant to de-escalate. Once again, a lot of people don't know what de-escalate means. They don't have the training. They don't know how it's applicable to private security. They just heard this word that's used in popular media. A ballistic shield is not to de-escalate. I'm telling you guys, if you're private security and you're rolling up in a ballistic shield, that's not going to calm somebody down. Okay. Now let me ask you guys this: if you're walking around in a mall, right, and you see mall security rolling up in a ballistic shield, like they're running up with a ballistic shield, is that going to calm your nerves? No, 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 no. Some of these words of advice are just they don't make any sense. They don't make any sense at all. And then my question for this person would be, do you have any real life experience with the ballistic shield? Um, the last time I deployed that mini ballistic shield was last week. Last week, and yeah, last week. I have experience, real life experience, deploying these shields. I don't get it. And another question that we have is, why does security need a ballistic shield? Well, basically, a ballistic shield is mobile cover. If you find the need to ever have mobile cover, then get a ballistic shield. Okay? And remember, it's a tool, it's not a tactic. So if you're working at a mall and you hear the shots being fired, if you want to stop the bleed, you got to stop the threat. Okay? You're not going to run all the way down the parking lot to where your shield's at and grab your shield and get into the fight. You're going to run to the fight. Ballistic shield is only a tool. If you have it on you, you have it. But it's not a tactic. You don't go over there, waste a whole minute or 30 seconds of your time grabbing a ballistic shield. Whatever you have at moment's being, you have it. Now, if you're working at a hospital, shots are being fired, and you probably have like 5 seconds or 10 seconds to grab a shield. I understand that every second is a man down, but it might be advantageous to grab that shield. So those who work hospital security will find the class of importance to them, even find the purchase of a shield relevant for their job. Mall security, those of you who work casinos, remember, it's a shield class. Even though you're not going to buy a shield, it shows you how to use mobile cover. It shows you that course is going to show you how to fire using one hand. It's going to show you how to load appropriately. The same commenter mentioned, oh, that's a weird way of holding the shield. Yeah, it looks weird, but you want to trust this anti-spalling coat and take a fragment to your wrist? Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm telling you, for some reason, YouTube, they love it when you vertically live stream. There's like, how the heck did we get 30 people chiming in at once? If you're a content creator, I guess stream vertically. Hey, also, I keep mentioning Mike from the Professor Security Journal. We talk all the time. Guys, he has a really underrated channel. I'm just like, I think he has a lot of good information. His channel was hacked, and before it got hacked, it was happening. So make sure you guys give him a subscribe. And anyone else who provides useful information in the comments, make sure that you subscribe to their channel as well. Let me just go through the comments here. Professor Secure Journal says Sean Temu is a Chinese shop. It's another Illini. Basically, guys, I don't know. I understand the same jokes that you guys have, but I'm supposed to laugh. Yeah, I guess you guys are making up some shop names. I don't get it. I guess I'm what you call a boomer. Oh my goodness. Security guard Sacramento says, do some Jackie Chan moves and hit the knife out of the hand with the shield. Who would think that that a shield, a mini shield protects you from a knife attack? Honestly, would you guys take a shield, a ballistic shield, to a knife attack? Like, instead of using lethal force, would you just ram them with your shield? What the logic out here, man? Jeez. Anthony Hurst is here. He says, finally caught a live stream. Keep preaching the truth, brother. Thank you so much. Professional Security Journal says, I can tell you firsthand, casino security have the big rolly shields. MGM Resorts has the bigger roller shields on every property. Yeah. So these rolling shields, I think you can put in a backpack or you can carry on your bag. I've seen them. They're effective for pistol-rated rounds. Those of you who work in hotels or motels where you have to, I hate to use the word evict. You're not even evicting somebody. You're trespassing somebody, because there's no tenant-landlord agreement. But I do see the need to have those roll-up shields. And if you attend our class, the skills that you will learn will teach you how to use those shields as well. Those of you who have like those backpack body armor packages, you show up to the class, bring up or show up with your backpack armor, and we'll show you how to use that too. This class, the skills learned in this class transitions to different different tools of the trade as well. Randy's here. Welcome, sir. Professor Secure Journal says he can't go live because he doesn't have the numbers. Randy, I usually, a lot of my YouTube short videos, I tag Randy Nunez. His channel is called Noontime Randy, I think. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. I know he only has like a couple of videos, but he's gonna have some good content. He says that shields have their place, I suppose. Yeah, no, there's a place for shields, okay? But I'm telling you, if there's an active attack situation and your shield is 15 seconds away, if you could stop a lot of life from being lost by directly attending that situation, forget the shield, right? Go over there where you need to. But what I'm saying is, if the shield is in close proximity to you and you're going to start saving life, grab it. If it's 5 seconds away or something like that, if it's near you, go for it. But I'm telling you, don't be spending 5 minutes going down 30 flights of stairs to get your shield, because it's not worth it if you want to save people. Randy says the shield is too heavy, move fast enough to counter a knife strike. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be holding up a shield when somebody's approaching you with a knife. I think this person's getting confused with the shields that are used in corrections, where you can actually use a shield or a variety of shields, a couple of shields, to pin a combative prisoner to a wall. That's probably where they're getting it. But look, those shields are rather large and they're wide. Randy says the rolling ones are the ones that are moved around on dollies because they're so heavy. Oh, okay. Okay, so I think we have a different idea. So yeah, there are shields that are like 40, 50 pounds each that SWAT teams use. I can't see why most security departments, employers would need the rolling ones. This is mostly for SWAT guys. Yeah. And then he says typically the level 4 ones. A lot of SWAT teams are going away from that because the technology has been evolving. Paraclet has the Vanguard series of shields. It's only 14.5 pounds. With that shield, the lightest shield is like 14 pounds, and there is a viewport in the middle. Like, nowhere are you going to find a 14.5 or 14-pound shield. No, that's level 3. But you want to know how much that shield costs? It's almost $10,000. Professional security drone says MGM shields are on wheels. You literally move with the shield as a unit. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, but I also seen them train with the shields that they look like they roll up, or you can wear them on your back. Um, I see that being. I totally see that one being useful. Wow, that makes sense. You know, just imagine that your MGM security. You have um, this is kind of a trigger alert for some of you, but let's just say there's another massacre or something like that event. I mean, security could just breach the door. And then they have mobile cover with this level 4 rolly shield. That's bad. That'd be badass. I mean, imagine how much life you can save with something like that. And you could put a couple of guys, couple of brave people right behind that shield. Um, Professional security journal says Paraclete, a subsidiary of Safariland. Actually, I found that out the other day. You'd be amazed how much Safari owns. Yeah, no, Safari even owns training. Um, Professional security journal says, "Hey, thanks for being sensitive to October 1st. Not a problem. Not a problem. We gotta be mindful. We need to be mindful to our subscribers. Be mindful on what we say. Because for me, it's not these events. I was talking to Randy before, and we just get pissed off, man, when we hear the latest act of attack, because you know we're in a position where we're able to do something, and so many of you guys also can do something, and then just to see like defenseless people just get slaughtered, it just breaks our heart, man. You know, we're out there constantly training CQB, whatever the topic is. Um, like we want to be the ones to actually be there when everything goes down, because we train for these horrible days, and I know a lot of you guys want to be there when the situation goes down. So yeah, it's pretty frustrating. So Randy says we press our shields TAC 11 at the same place Safariland presses theirs. Yeah, I'm telling you, like a lot of people don't know about TAC 11, but I had some pretty good conversations with the CEO of that company, Justin. Some information, a lot of information I can't disclose on camera because, once again, I don't know if it's confidential, so I'd rather not. But you'll be surprised where a lot of these manufacturers get their items manufactured. You'll be surprised that there's companies that are not name brand companies that go to the go to the same vendors to get their items created. So basically, you have the same quality control, same product made by the same vendor. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. And Randy actually created the noontime. Actually, you know what? I might have the noontime back here. Oh, I do. So this is my noontime carrier. This is what Randy like created from like scratch. Based on his special operations experience, he created like the ultimate carrier. Like this is the whole carrier. It's like an I think it was like 11 ounces or 12 ounces. It was like grams under a freaking pound. Very comfortable. I've done PT with this carrier. I've done 5 mics with this. And the soreness that I got was basically just because I'm rucking around some equipment. I've done 8-hour courses, 10-hour courses with this carrier on, and this is the lightest carrier. It's efficient. It's breathable. And I like the fact that a subscriber made it. It's like kind of like he made it for me. He didn't even know that. Anyhow, I didn't even know I was gonna bring that up. I got so much stuff in here right now. Randy Nunez says Faro Concepts carries the TAC 11 armor. He says that Shot Stop is still sold after being exposed as Chinese armor with no testing. Yeah, so there's an armor company called Shot Stop, and there's bullets that weren't stopping. I'm sorry, there was bullets that made it right through armor that was rated against that threat. Professor Security Journal says, finally replacing my armor after 2022 fire. Well, if you had steel plates, that wouldn't happen. I'm just kidding. No, don't. You guys do not put steel plates, especially steel plates um, that are that don't have any anti-spalling. I have some of those. Matter of fact, you need to have another. I think you need to wear them with 3A armor to be effective. If not, you're gonna have a broken rib cage, or maybe a broken sternum. Let's see. Don't get Safe Life. Don't be getting some Chinese stuff out there. I'm just going through the comments. Make sure I didn't forget anybody. Mr. Fusion says, has anyone had experience with Safe Life Defense new armor? They're being exposed to fake armor. Hey guys, I just self-disclosure, I don't get paid to promote TAC 11 products. Like I never received a cent from them, so that's something I want to disclose. But for Safe Life armor, you have to be careful, because those guys out there promoting Safe Life, they get kickbacks. So Johnny Q, the guy that always says good question, bad question, former police officer, I'm pretty sure he gets kickbacks from Safe Life. I don't know if it's 5% or 10% of sales, but you trust your life with Chinese armor. Mike from the Professional Security Journal did an awesome video. It was too long for me, but it was a good video on his old channel before it got hacked, on the different armors. And so Safe Life armor makes the FRAS plates, FRAS. There's another manufacturer that he found that sells basically your FRAS armor at like half the price. And they're not like a well-known company, but they're certified by NIJ. I personally, I just think that FRAS armor is just too heavy. It's not as flexible as it looks like, and that's all I got to say about FRAS. FRAS is basically your soft armor that's designed to prevent rifle-rated rounds from passing through. And actually, I talked to a sales representative from Safariland, like they own everything. This was like 3 years ago, and he said that they're developing basically like a FRAS armor. So I don't know if it went through yet. Randy says 3A backers needed to disperse the energetic pulse of the round making contact. Yeah, so he's referring to the steel armor plates, which I still have. I don't use it though. I'm going to bring it. Those of you who will be the Ballistic Shield Ballistic Shield course, I'm going to bring my steel armor plate, and we're going to measure how much anti-spalling is on the Ballistic Shield. There's not a lot of anti-spalling coat on it. I'm gonna show you guys the bare steel plate that I have, and then compare that to the Ballistic Shield. I'm not 100% promoting that Ballistic Shield. I'm just doing that because nobody has a shield that's $700 that does have some decent ballistic capabilities. All right. Yeah, I know, Mike. You did like 6 videos. Potato Runner. He says, my company pushed us to get Safe Life. Am I in danger? No, I mean, you're not in danger. People who've worn Safe Life would argue that it's like bulky, it's heavy, and they're not all satisfied. I'm telling you guys, all these YouTube channels that are promoting Safe Life, they get a kickback. I'm telling you right now, I am not getting any kickback from TAC 11 at all. I don't get free stuff, nothing. I have there's no connection. Everybody wants to know what's my connection, like with Gate Security. Why do I keep saying nice things about them? Well, because they're transparent, but I don't get no kickback from Gate Security. Yeah, Security Guard Sacramento says paid sponsors always come down to money. Yep. Black Armor says TAC 11 or HESCO for me. No other option. Safe Life is garbage. Again, you have somebody, Black Armor. He doesn't get kickbacks from TAC 11. He purchased it with his own money. Matter of fact, the noontime carrier that Randy developed for me here and for all of us, I paid out of my own pocket for that. Randy says, hey, Potato, ask for proof of testing. There you go. There you go. Black Armor says, I trust my 3810s. I have no idea what the heck that is, Black Armor. Black Armor, actually, we're going to see him in the class. We'll see him. Can't wait to see him. And this guy is like a comms guy. He's basically your tactical equipment junkie. Randy Nunez says Fraz can't be certified. That company you mentioned has other items on the NIN list. So that other item I mentioned, Randy, it's some flexible rifle rated armor. I guess it's like the Fraz. Mike from the Professional Security Journal, in that hour video he made, he provided a link to it. I think he provided a link, and he mentioned the product name. He actually discussed it on his live video. But I know it's not the Fraz. It was something else. Randy says the SAS play is approved though. Potato Runner says level 3. Randy Nunez says Shield course is still open. Yeah, no, they still have 2 seats open. The last time I checked, and then I'm able to comp 1 seat. Dang, I'm telling you, like, Mike from the Professional Security Journal is my personal assistant, man. Like, he knows how many slots we have open, and it's on Thursday. Randy Nunez says I can attest that TAC 11 ain't paying Sean shit. Yep. Nope. The Professional Security Journal says my calendar dates are messed up. I'm home from night shift. Randy Nunez says, guys, it's true. They're all paying for them. Yep. We paid for it. I'm telling you. The Security Body Cam channel says I've seen ballistics test on steel plates with multiple coats of anti-spalling that started coming off after multiple shots. Yep. Mike says it was with stealth armor. No. Security Guard Sacramento says there's guards running around with empty carriers. We did a video about that. Like in the 90s, they had these like raid-looking vests, a black vest. If you were a cop or a special agent, you had one, you were the cool guy. I saw some where I worked at, and they were actually handed out to me. They even had a little cushion pad for the shotgun because of the recoil. There are security officers using that. Like, why don't you fill that up with something? Fill that up with soft armor, something. All right, guys, I am out of here. Looking forward to the dialogue. Take care.